This is the best way to make fire melodies every single time. You literally can't miss if you do it this way. And I'm talking about the ghost channel trick. Basically, you're gonna come up with a chord progression that is gonna be the foundation of your beat and your melodies. So I'm gonna make one in C sharp minor. I'm just laying down the root notes right now. And I'm just using FL keys because I'm gonna mute this channel after. So this is a 4-5-1 chord progression in the minor natural in C sharp. Now we're gonna build triads on top of these root notes. And now we're just gonna create a ghost channel by doubling up the chord progressions up and down a couple of octaves. You also want to duplicate it to fill in the whole loop duration. And now we're gonna choose an actual good sound. It's really easy to just create melodies and chords and inversions. Gonna do this. Then you can actually even cut. Double this up if you want. You can take this, put it up. This is so nice and so easy. You can definitely strum the chords and play with the velocity as well. As long as you have your notes on that grid, it's gonna sound good. So you see here, it's not on the grid, but you can definitely use notes between the grid. You're kind of like making more complex chords. If you use notes that are not on the grid that we created, just means that you're making like 7th chords, 9th chords, 11th chords. You can also create tension by doing that. I created some inversions here. So it's the same chord progression, but it's just inverted. So you see here I'm between the grid here too. You definitely don't have to follow exactly the grid, but it's very visual. So you know when you're on the grid, you're on the triad. And the triad is very perfect sounding. So you can definitely cheat and go in between the notes. And honestly, you could even go like outside the scale. The first rule in music is that there's no actual rules. You know, you can do whatever you want. So this is just a great way to make music that is good right away, especially if you're beginning. Learn your scales, learn your chord progressions, figure out what chord progressions you like. Like I'm using a 4-5-1, which is also 1-4-5. It's one of my favorite chord progressions. Then you can go and add other instruments. I have a vocal pad here. And I'm just layering the same chords. This trick really works great for the 808s too. I'm just following the root notes, but at the end here, you can see that I'm going on the 3rd and the 5th. So you can definitely create some crazy 808 rolls like that. So I'm going to show you guys just the intro to the beats and the quick drop, just so you see how everything is just in harmony. You have all the instruments working perfectly together. You got that melody too, just creating some movement. Now the 808s. That sounds great.